Hello everybody and welcome to our first edition of our 10th season of Midstate Magazine. I'm Warren Brenniger.
And I'm Davita Jackson. We have a great show today for all you folks at home, so you don't want to miss it.
Today marks the return of Midstate Magazine, and we definitely wanted to start the season off right for everybody. Isn't that right, Davita?
Well, of course. Oh, no question, Warren. This season we will offer some new flavor to Midstate Magazine. We'll be doing the news, the movie with Reagan Gearhart, Bon Appetit with Angela Frank, and sports.
Now hold on, Davita. You're forgetting some other great segments that we will offer this semester.
You're right, Warren. I did. We will also be bringing the audience State of the Arts with Billy and Beth, About Town with Jake Huberman, and our new feature segments, Taking It to the Streets with Kendra Cruz, Going Camping with Ryan Campin, and I think that's it.
Close, Davita, but you missed our Macedonian Man Foreign Affairs report with Kladic Koklavovich. Coming up next is our news segment, which will deal with the goings-on in the community and around the nation.
Good evening and welcome to Midstate News. I'm Jessie Dunnan.
And I'm Lisa Trefone.
Meanwhile, in New York on Saturday, September 8th, a memorial to the victims of 9/11 was unveiled at the Swan Lake Memory Gardens. A crowd of about 100 people who consisted of mainly firefighters and community volunteers gathered at the cemetery to pay tribute to all who died in last year's tragedy. A 40 by 60-foot American flag was raised over the ceremony and held in place by 2 fire engines. At the end of the ceremony, firefighters raised 7 flags behind the memorial. These flags were to represent firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical personnel, citizens of Washington, D.C., the state of Pennsylvania, and the state of New York. In the center of these 6 flags flies a 911 remembrance flag at half-mast. Engraved in the granite memorial is a quote from the New York Port Authority Police. All gave some gave all.
In national news, senators in Washington continue to push for a national farmers bill to combat this summer's nationwide drought. The bill is an estimated $5 billion and would add to the existing $190 billion that was enacted in May. Although the nation's Senate is strongly in favor of such measures, President Bush considers it out of the nation's budget. Due to the dry conditions, over 1/3 of the United States suffers from the extreme drought and remains worst in western states, including Colorado, Texas, and South Dakota. Although President Bush and his administration opposes extra money towards the bill, many farmers and researchers and ranchers remain aggravated that the president extended $825 million to battle the summer's wildfires.
Residents of Peoria are very familiar with the medical community of the area. Medical services offered include 3 emergency departments in the city limits. But what most Peoria natives don't realize is that the fact that OSF St. Francis is designated as a Level 1 regional trauma center. Even more impressive is the fact that it is only one of 3 Level 1 trauma centers outside of the Chicago area. Peoria's local trauma center has saved the life of patients from Bloomington to Ottawa and to the Quad Cities. Trauma centers tend to the most seriously injured patients. These injuries tend to be the result of some sort of violent action, whether it be a car accident, a fall, or some sort of penetrating wound. Many of the patients aided by the trauma center are transferred there from other area hospitals. Many of the patients are often accident victims from rural areas whose local hospital isn't able to handle their injuries, when this is the assistance of the OFS St. Francis trauma team is needed. During 2001, the trauma center saw 773 patients. This year, it has already seen more than 680, 115 in the month of August alone.
Illinois blood banks are taking extra precautions in donations after the deadly West Nile virus has continued to spread. Donors have been asked to call the blood bank they donated to if any flu-like symptoms occur within 2 weeks of the donation. Any symptoms of being sick may have led to donated blood containing the West Nile virus. This remains the only measure in protecting people against the virus because no screening test for the West Nile exists. Headache, high fever, and neck stiffness are all signs of being bitten by a mosquito infected with the virus. It is estimated these symptoms take place 3 to 14 days after a bite has taken place. No cases of obtaining the disease through blood transfusion have been reported. However, an organ transplant recipient has died from the West Nile virus, which was apparently passed on by the donor.
A new law passed by the Illinois House gives the Secretary of State the right to suspend the license up to 1 year of anyone under the age of 21 found buying or consuming alcohol in any licensed establishment. After hearing of the bill's signing, Bradley's all-school president, Ted Berger, notified university officials to make them aware of the new law. The city of Peoria already has one of the steepest penalties of the entire state. Any underage student found drinking in a dorm can receive a $225 ticket. Bradley University police are following the same procedure as in the past.
Whale activists, animal lovers, and even movie fans are outraged after Norwegian experts said there may not be a Free Willy Part 4 after all. The 33-foot orca whale, which starred in the 3 Free Willy movies, returned to a fjord in Norway after being released into the wild. Keiko, which means lucky one in Japanese, had spent years inside a pen outside of Iceland, where he was taught how to live in the wild once again. Experts estimated that the whale traveled nearly 870 miles before returning to the spot where he used to give children back rides and pose for pictures. Whale expert Niels Oyen suggested the killing of Keiko after this unsuccessful $20 million rehabilitation. Keiko learned to once again catch fish, but proved unsuccessful with his return to the Icelandic fjord. Fans and activists, however, wish to see Keiko back in captivity. Including his brief movie career and an animated television series, Keiko helped escalate the campaign to free the whales. This 1990s fight helped protect endangered whales and formed laws that now see Norway as the only country to hunt whales for commercial use.
In tonight's Oddly Enough, a San Mateo, California couple is being evicted from their oak tree. 50-year-old Thelma Caballero and Besh Serdali, a homeless couple near San Francisco, awoke last week to an eviction notice from the police. The note was stapled to the trunk of the giant oak where they have held their residence for the past 12 years. Though the tree house is well kept, San Mateo police sat in its law against to live in the trees, and the couple must leave by the end of the month. Mary Burns, director of the County Parks and Recreation Department, says they want to be as sensitive as possible, but parks are not for housing. The couple has no intentions of leaving.
Ladies, I'll tell you what, it's always nice to win a few games at home, but for the Bradley women's volleyball team lately, it's been home sweet home. After a tough start to the season, the Bradley Braves volleyball team has used their home court to get back on track. After losing 3 of their first 4 games away from home, they've come back to Peoria to host the annual Mark Twain Hotels tournament, and they've been on fire as of late. The Braves destroyed their 3 opponents they played with, at the tournament, and they went on for their 4th win in a row, and on Tuesday, they faced Big Ten opponent Iowa. Bradley came out all smiles Tuesday night, but on the court they were business. Freshman Lindsay Stalzer got things going for Bradley with one of her 10 kills on the night. After a back-and-forth first game, Bradley finished off Iowa when Silco scholar athlete Jenna Passman came up with a huge block. And as you're seeing some highlights now from the game, here comes Passman's block. Yep, right there. There we go. Before the second game, Coach Scott Luster looked to Passman and Stephanie Behrens to keep the momentum going. Here, Behrens gets set up for one of her 16 kills on the night with only 1 error. Also with a strong showing was Jenna Passman with 15 kills of her own, right? Yeah, with Iowa serving to Bradley on match point. Bradley goes to Behrens and she puts it down for the kill. Smack! Bradley fans were pleased with the performance, and so was head coach Scott Luster.
Well, we played very well, I thought. I thought the first game, I was tipping the ball, a lot of soft balls that were giving us a lot of problems, but I thought we were playing well, and that kept them in the game. After that, our block got going. I thought Amelie set a really good match. She dished the ball out to the hitters, gave them a lot of problems, I thought. Our middle were both really good. Lindsay Stalzer and Jenna did an excellent job. Stephanie had her second really outstanding match in a row with 16 kills with only 1 error. She's playing like an all-Missouri Valley player that she is now, and we're really excited about that.
The volleyball team looks to improve on its 4-game winning streak as they go on the road to face conference rival Indiana State. The volleyball team's to Terre Haute, and hopefully they'll come away against those Sycamores.
For Midstate News, I'm Lisa Trifone.
And I'm Jessie Denon. Back to you, Warren and DeVita.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, most students hate this time of year just because we have all these classes we have to take and never enough time to do all the work.
Tell me about it. I usually need something to help me unwind because school is tough. You see, there are bags under my eyes. I get tired and sleepy.
Come on now, you're too young to have bags under your eyes.
Well, I'm not.
You know what you need to do? You need to read a good book. You know, a book will make you feel better.
A book about how I don't like you. No, I would rather watch a movie. That movie would be a lot more fun for me to do than fall asleep reading a book.
See, but listen, that is why you should read a book, you know? You said you had the bags under your eyes. Well, if you read a book, then guess what? You're going to fall asleep. Getting rid of the bags.
Getting rid of the bags. Okay, speaking of movies, our movie man, Reagan Gearhart, will present some movies that everyone should go out and rent to help them remember their college days. Aww.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Critics Corner. I'm Reagan Gearhart. In the spirit of the back-to-school season, I have chosen 2 college movies that I think you will enjoy and maybe learn something from. First up is Dead Man on Campus. Tom Everett Scott and Mark Paul Gosselaar star as 2 college roommates who enjoy the freedom of college life a little too much. They enjoy it so much they end up failing all of their classes by midterms. While drowning their sorrows at a bar, they learn from an ex-student about the legendary college rule, how to get straight A's. All they have to do is find one roommate who is suicidal and just give him that little push. P.S. This is a comedy.
Patient has an intense death wish. Set bed on fire. Reckless, alcoholic, psychotic. He's perfect.
That's Omega rules, baby! Hey, Jeff, who am I, buddy? I'm your sister. Look out!
I expected this movie to be another dumb slapstick comedy, but I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed watching it. I recommend this movie to anyone that has a slightly morbid sense of humor. This movie is rated R, so parents, don't let the kids watch this one for a while. Speaking of movies you might not want your kids to watch and emulate, is the all-time college classic, Animal House. This 1978 comedy centers on the Delta fraternity house and the college dean's efforts to eradicate it. This classic is set in 1962, and it gave birth to the Toga Party, the most inspirational speech ever, and even the debut of Kevin Bacon. Here's just a small sample of the classic scenes in this movie.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We're on double secret probation, whatever that is. We can't afford to have a toga party.
You guys up for a toga party?
Toga! Toga!
I think that this movie should be given or shown to every prospective college student. It shows you the way college was, is, and should always be. This movie also teaches you to never give up, no matter how bad things get. Again, this movie is rated R, but I think that every kid over 17 years old that wants to go to college should see this movie. From the Critics Corner, I'm Reagan Gearhart. I'll see you at the movies.
You know, Davita, those look like a couple of great movies, but you know, I'll tell you the truth. I haven't seen either one.
You haven't seen either one?
No. Have you seen Animal House?
No, but I have a movie of my own that I love, and that's House Party. Everybody has to see House Party.
What's that about?
House Party, it was in the 1980s about having a big old house party at the house, everybody having fun like we do in college. That's why everybody should see it. You got some movies of your own?
Well, you know what I think a movie that everybody needs to sit down and watch if they have not already?
What?
Office Space.
Office Space?
Yes, that is just a great movie. One of my personal favorites.
What else do you think is a good movie?
Well, geez. I'd have to say that my favorite movie of all time, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
You're a dork. You know that? You're a real dork. That's your favorite movie of all time.
It's a great movie. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's not
the
a
part where he has
favorite.
the box and it's getting smashed in the elevator and he just throws it down and starts kicking it?
No, you're a dork. How about a scary movie?
Oh, man.
Not another teen movie, you know, the face, the...
I don't really like scary movies, Davita, to tell you the truth. Kind of, you know.
You know what? You look like a Little Mermaid guy, you know?
A Little Mermaid?
Like Aladdin, Disney. Is that your type?
Well, I do have a little sister, so maybe I have seen a couple of these movies, but I mean, is that wrong of me?
Just like I said earlier, you're a dork.
You know, maybe I'm just a sensitive guy.
A sensitive guy?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Maybe I like looking at the stars, you know, at night and, you know, just contemplating things like Disney classics.
Like Disney classics?
Yeah. I mean...
I don't know. I don't know.
What about you? What's your favorite movie?
I don't have one. Knifey, Spooty.
Well, you know what? Instead of just talking about our favorite movies, how about we kick it to the SOA?
Yeah, forgot SOA. Yeah, Kick it.
principal of a new kind of public school. It's open up to 15 hours a day, year-round. It has loads of academic, cultural, and recreational activities. We have medical and dental services right here. Our teachers have more time to teach. Our students are better prepared to learn. There's just one problem. We can't get the kids to go home.
Find out how your public school can be more like this one. Call 1-877-LOVE-TO-LEARN.
My name is Billy Mitchell. Welcome to the first State of the Arts of the semester. Our first band this year is made up of Bradley students and one alumnus. They also happen to be SOP's Thursday night band. They will be playing two originals. The first song is Mikey's song, and the second is a new one. It is my pleasure to introduce Knifey Spoony.
Well, I'm halfway bouncing off the walls and I'm halfway sitting still. I got a pack and a half of cigarettes and a couple of days to kill. And thinking I'm making my way back to you. Most of the time I'm running down the line. Most of the while I'm running down on time. Well, I've seen all of the 7 seas and my feet soaked to the bone. Got quarters in my hand, I just couldn't find the phone. And thinking I'm making my way back to you. Most of the time I'm running down the line. Most of the while I'm running down on time. Say hello, but mine's been on the wire. But most of the while I'm riding lines, but just out to the fire. And thinking, making my way back to you. But most of the time I'm running down the line. Most of the while I'm running down on time. But most of the while I'm running down the line. Most of the time I'm running down on time.
There's not much to say. Don't need words anyway, 'cause you were like I do. Words wouldn't mean that much to you. She's so quiet, she's so silent, and I think I like it. I kiss her and her head when she's sleeping in my bed, and she don't say how she feels, but with a whip, a kiss, her heart's revealed. She's so quiet, she's so silent, and I think I like it. She looks at me and my heart melts away. Hey, hey. She looks at me as I search for the words to say. Hey, hey, hey.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. That was really, really solid. So, when's the next time we could all hear you play?
Every Thursday at SOPs, Billy.
Sounds good. So you guys, y'all seem to be really good friends. How long has this friendship been going on for?
We're not friends.
Well, so what's it like then, playing music with these people that you just don't enjoy at all?
That's none of your business.
So those songs were originals. Did you write the first one and Daniel Polidorus wrote the second?
Yes.
And is there anything else you'd like to tell us about Knifey Spoony? What makes Knifey Spoony tick? Who's the knife? Who's the spoon?
I'm more of a knife. Will's a spoon. He's a spoon. He's more of a spork, the kind that you get at Taco Bell, not the expensive metal kind.
I like Taco Bell. So where did the band name Knifey Spoony come from?
That's none of your business either.
Is there anything you can tell me at all other than the fact that you're a knife and Will is a spork?
I'm a spoon.
A spoon?
No.
So you guys have been playing your instruments for a while now. At least that's what I hear on the grapevine. And I think it might be my business. Do you enjoy playing the guitar and singing, or would you rather just move on to singing someday?
I really enjoy playing guitar and singing both, and I know Dan does as well.
That sounds cool. Have you been in any bands before that have played in Peoria?
Yes, actually, an old band of mine did this very same show about 3 years ago.
Okay, well that sounds really good. Once again, I'd love to thank Knifey Spoony for being here. Back to you, Davita and Warren.
Talk about some great music. You know, it seems Knifey Spoony is cut above the rest, it would appear.
No, they're terrible.
What, you mean you didn't like the joke?
I know I didn't like your joke at all, really. Please, spare me. Spare us. I mean, if you don't know if you could take 13 shows of them, I don't know if I could take it, or the audience.
Yeah, I guess that's my bad. You know, I just thought, I might want to, give you some laughs. Get you a little laugh.
Actually, I'm in rather a patriotic mood today. I feel very proud towards my country and being an American.
Well, why is that? I mean, I know we have the September 11th holiday coming up. A lot of people recognizing the events of last year. But how are you showing your patriotism?
Well, I certainly feel your sentiment. I feel my sentiment. But right now, we're going to take it to Kendra Cruz, who's taking it to the streets. But also stay very patriotic, if I'm making any sense. Am I making sense?
Oh, perfectly.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take it to Kendra Cruz, taking it to the streets.
Of taking it to the streets. I'm your host, Kendra Cruz. Today we're on a mission to find out how patriotic Bradley students really are. How patriotic do you think you are? You think you're very patriotic?
Yeah, I'm Canadian, so yeah, I'm pretty patriotic towards Canada.
That's what I was going to say. You have the wrong shirt on. So did you vote today for Student Senate?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know that there was voting for students.
You're right over there. You better get over there and do that.
I have to then.
All right, thank you very much. Do you think you're very patriotic?
Yeah, why?
Because we're just doing a segment on patriotism. Why do you think you're patriotic? Do you vote?
No.
No, that's not very patriotic. So what about like when you go to the bathroom, do you wash your hands?
Depends on what I just did. If I didn't
Well, we don't need to go into details or anything. We're just wondering if you wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. Why do you think you're patriotic? Do you have American flag? Do you vote? What do you do?
I don't have to openly display it. I feel it in my heart.
That's good. You wash your hands after you go to the bathroom?
Well, it really depends on what I do.
Oh, come on. You should wash your hands all the time after you go to the bathroom.
Most of the time. 80% of the time I wash my hands, I'd say.
Ooh, what about the other 20%? You just leave? And what about the Simpsons? Do you think they're pretty patriotic?
I don't know. I hope not, because they are kind of vulgar and foul.
Here's an American flag on a car. This is a very good sign of patriotism. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing?
I'm ticketing this car.
You're ticketing this car?
Yeah.
It has an American flag. You're going to ticket an American flag?
Yeah, but it doesn't have a parking sticker. He's breaking the law. I'm upholding the law.
I thought you said you were patriotic. This isn't very patriotic.
This is definitely patriotic.
That's patriotic, cutting the grass, very American.
You know, most people fly, American flag on their cars on the window thing. I'm so patriotic, I have a Chicago Bears flag.
That's not
I
right.
support my NFL franchise.
You're a loser. Well, we found out just how patriotic people are today. The answer, not very. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Kendra Cruz. Back to you, Davita and Warren.
Thank you, Kendra, as that was an interesting take on how patriotic people really are. I was shocked at how many people do show patriotism, weren't you, Warren?
You know what? I think I'm more shocked of the amount of people who don't wash their hands after using the bathroom. I mean, it just blows my mind. It's gross, not to mention disgusting.
You never skipped out of the bathroom in a hurry, have you?
Well, I mean, maybe I have, but that's not the issue. We went out and we asked these people, and they admitted to it. At least, I mean, I won't admit to it.
You want to admit to it?
No.
You know you do.
Hey, let's not get accusatory here.
You are no good. I can't believe you would do something that nasty. You know you do it.
Oh, come on now. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do something like that.
Yes, you would. So what do you have planned for this weekend, Warren?
Oh, for this weekend, I don't know. I might head back home, might hang out with some friends. I'll probably watch the Bears game. Got to have my football. What are you planning on doing?
I'm going to put in a plug. I know this is bad, but I have my radio show on Sundays, every Sunday 11 to 1, The Hangover Brunch. So if you want to listen to the radio, do a little something while you're studying every Sunday.
All right. I might check it out. Are you doing anything else this weekend?
No, I don't think so. But you know how we were talking about jokes earlier? And he's a terrible person to tell jokes. I got a joke for you. I got a Joe Mama joke.
A Joe Mama joke.
You want to hear a Joe Mama joke?
Let me take it.
You want to hear a Joe Mama joke? Okay. Your mama's so fat that I was watching TV, when she walked across, I missed 3 episodes.
Oh. 3 episodes of what?
Out Friends. I was
3
watching
episodes of Friends. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, let's see if I can get one. Your mother is so inept at cooking that it takes her 60 minutes to make minute rice.
That was terrible. But you know what we're going to do? On that terrible note, we're going to wrap up this week's edition of Midstate Magazine.
Hey, tune in for the next 13 weeks, as we'll be having a good time showing you the community, letting you get to know us.
Good night, everybody.
See you guys later.